Hi guys, you are welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a topic in calculus. Basically, calculus is divided into two. We have differential calculus and we have integral calculus. But now we are going to the concept of differentiation, which we call differential calculus. So in differential calculus, derivative. Please note, derivative is denoted as, or is denoted by dy over dx. That is, derivative means dy dx. So once you hear the word, find the derivative, it means dy over dx. And that dy over dx is equal to change in y over change in x. The y over dx means change in y over change in x. So please note this. The change could be increment or decrement. The change could be what? Increment or decrement. That is, it can be increasing function or it can be what? Decreasing function. So in coordinate geometry, so it is a topic in mathematics, we call it coordinate geometry. Dy over dx is equal to slope. And that slope, we call it gradient. And that gradient, I'm very sure everybody knows this, that gradient is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This is actually dy over dx. Now, if given, so I want to give the general concept of calculus, the general principle. If given y as x raised to the power of n, it means x, don't forget that y is the domain, sorry, y is the codomain, x is the domain. So y is a dependent variable depending on x. X is independent variable. So if we are given y equal to x raised to the power of n, so for us to find dy over dx, so we have to multiply the power of the x by the question, which means we multiply, it now be n the power times x raised to the power of n. Then we subtract 1 from it, which means we multiply the power of the x by the x, then you remove 1 from the power of the x. So that is dy over dx will now be what? Nx raised to the power of what? N minus 1. Note that differential of a constant gives 0. When I say constant, this means a variable, or let me say a number without x, or a number without any variable. Let's say 2, 5, 7, or any constant number without x. If you differentiate it, it will give us 0. Now let's go to some examples. All right, for this example A, we are given y equal to 4x squared. We have to find the derivative, that is dy over dx. So from here, the y over dx, since we are dealing with the power of x, so which means according to the general formula, you multiply this power of x by the question. So the power of x is 2x squared. That is 2 times what? 4x raised to the power of 2. Then you remove 1 from the power. So which is equal to what? 8x raised to the power of 2 minus 1 is 1. But in mathematics, x raised to the power 1 is still x. So which means the y over dx is 8x. So in conclusion, dy over dx equal to what? 8x. That is question A. Question B. We are given y equal to 6x squared minus 5x. Now dy over dx, that is dy over dx, will be equal to, now don't forget that we are multiplying the power by the question. So it will now be 2 times 6x raised to the power of 2, then we remove 1 from the power, then minus, 5x means 5x power 1. Because ordinary x means x raised to the power of 1. So which means we are multiplying the 5x by the power 1. It will now be 1 times 5x raised to the power of 1 minus 1. Since the power of x here is 1, because ordinary 5x means 5x raised to the power of 1. So dy over dx will now be equal to 2 times 6, that is 12. Now, there's x, Then 2 minus 1, that is ordinary power 1, minus 1 times 5, that is 5. Now, 1 minus 1, that is 0. And according to law of indices, anything raised to the power of 0 is 1. So it will now be 5x raised to the power of 0. So we continue here. From here now, so dy over dx is equal to, now this one will give us 12x, because ordinary x power 1 is still x, minus, so according to law of indices, x raised to the power of 0 means what? 1. So now it will be minus 5. You can say times 1 to show the working, but it's still 5. So in conclusion, the y over dx will be what? 12x minus 5. As simple as that. Let's go to question C. Question C says f of x. It says f of x is equal to 3x cubed minus 7x plus 8. And we are asked to find the derivative. Please note, don't forget that f of x is still y. They can write f of x, they can write y. It's still a function of x. So, which means our f of x is still y, which means y equal to what? 3x cubed minus 7x plus 8. Now, for me to generate the dy over dx, so dy over what? Dx will be equal to, now, this power 3, we multiply. I'm very sure we have understood now. So just to multiply the power by the question, 3 times 3, that is 9. X raised to the power of 3 minus 1. Minus 7, x raised to the power of, or we can show the working. This ordinary x means x power 1. That is minus 1 times 7x raised to the power of 1 minus 1. Don't forget that I said earlier that the differential of a constant is 0. So whenever I differentiate constants, which is 8, becomes 0. That is plus 0. So in conclusion, dy over what? The x will now be what? 9x squared minus 7x raised to the power of 0. And anything raised to the power of 0 is what? 1. So in conclusion, dy over what? Dx will now be 9x squared minus 7. Because x power 0 is 1, 7 times 1 is 7. So which means our dy over dx is 9x squared minus 7. That is the answer. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thank you very much.